This is Ryan Richards, fitness trainer here at the Sun Mountain Club. And while we are closed at this current time, we are giving you a fitness video today with exercises that you can do at home with no equipment or bare minimum, minimal equipment such as a bench, a stool, you can use a chair, a couch, an ottoman, but this way you can stay fit while you're at home and stay occupied to work on yourself, your wellness, and to keep you moving well. So I'm going to show you today a handful of exercises that you can use, and we're going to start with some lower body exercises. I'm going to show you a few upper body exercises, then some core exercises, and some variations to make these things easier and more complicated and difficult if you have an advanced level of fitness. So to start, I'm just going to show you some lower body exercises, and we're going to start with the classic squat. And if you want to do a squat without assistance, the most important thing with this is to keep your feet shoulder width apart, toes out slightly, arms out front, push your knees out to the side, hips back. Pretty simple and straightforward. Keep your chest up and sit back on the heels from a different angle. Again, on the heels, arms out, sitting down and up. Now, let's assume that maybe a squat's too difficult for you because you have bad knee health, or you've had an injury, or you've got low back problems. One of the ways you can do a squat that will alleviate pressure on your knees and other joints in your body is to merely use a bench, a stool, a chair, your couch at home, and to merely sit down. And that way it gives you a safety net so that you're not falling over. And if you're limited in your strength in your lower body, it gives you that reassurance that you're sitting down. And so, again, from a different angle, we're just sitting down. And to make this even easier, using things in your home, benches or stools that are higher, or stacking books, just be careful to change the depth, okay? Also, a great exercise, and bear with me, I'm gonna grab a prop here, is a single leg deadlift. So, this is basically just standing on one foot. This will challenge your balance and really work the back of your legs. And so standing here on the left foot, I'm just going to merely bend and touch my left foot with my right hand. This is a great exercise, again, that you don't need any equipment for. If you have balance issues, you can use a prop, a broom handle, vacuum cleaner, whatever you have at your house. You're going to hold this. I'm going to hold it with my left hand, and I'm going to just put my left leg back. Another variation you can try at home, if that's too easy, is to perform the exercise, one leg, bend, and then jump at the top, knee up. Bend, and jump at the top. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to show you another great exercise and its variations, and that's the classic lunge. Lunges are great, they work the lower body, and they're safe on your joints. So the easiest variation to learn is a reverse lunge, where one foot is stationary and you're merely stepping back and stepping forward. This exercise is great. Challenges your balance and all of the muscles of your lower extremity. And again, from the side, notice I'm keeping the leading leg 90 degrees. I'm keeping my chest up. Here's a little tip about lunges. The further you step back, the larger the range is between your leading leg and your trailing leg, the more you'll emphasize the muscles of the backside of your leg. Okay, if I narrow the stance, it's going to focus on the quads more. Other lunge variations include walking lunges if you have space in your home, where you're moving your mass forward, alternating feet. Notice my chest is up, and I'm keeping all of my weight on a full foot. Other variations include lateral lunges to the side, where I'm driving my hips backwards. Again, driving the hips backwards. And then on the left side, it's the same thing. Just another one here. Another great lunge variation is lunging to the side, and then out, to the side, and out. You can skip in place as kind of a lunge variation. It's the same movement pattern across the room. Excuse me. Lunging up from the ground is another great variation where you're in a kneeling position and you're stepping up and stepping down. Switching feet, stepping up and stepping down. So, in summary, we went over a squat, a few variations, using a bench or a stool. You can also do single leg deadlifts where we're bending, using a prop to keep you in balance, and then some lunge variations. It's also worth mentioning too, if lunges are hard for you and because sometimes they can be challenging on your knees, again, use a stool or a step in your house where you're stepping up and down. Even a staircase where the stairs are low to take torque off your knees is a great variation. Okay, moving on, I'm going to show you a few upper body exercises that you can do at home with no equipment and the classic push-up. Let's start with the classic push-up. Now, it's really important when you're performing push-ups to push through the outsides of the hands. You really want to get a good grasp on the ground. Keep your weight on the outside of the hands. Feet shoulder width apart, good posture, and we're driving all the way down to the ground and straight up. Notice everything comes down and up. What I don't like to see is this, where the hips are sagging and there's too much extension in the low back. This is a common failure in push-up technique. It's really important that your whole torso moves as a unit. Exhaling through the ground. Inhale on the way down. Exhale. Now, push-ups can be challenging for a lot of trainees. If you have challenges because of limitations in upper body strength or throughout your core, the best variation is to merely do them from your knees. But the same techniques apply. Weight on the outside of the hands, all the way down, all the way up. Down and up. Some of the variations of the push-ups are endless. There's one-arm push-ups. You can also do them from a wall. If it's hard for you to get down on the ground, just using a wall in your house, like this bar, just coming right into the bar is a great way to learn push-ups without putting too much torque on your body if you are limited. This is a great exercise for your chest muscles, muscles of the back of the arms, and your shoulders. If you're an advanced trainee and you really want to challenge yourself, plyometric or explosive push-ups are really useful, where you're on the ground and you're up, clapping the hands. If that's nervy or challenging for you, you can also merely just pick the hands up off the ground. Up, etc. So try those push-ups out. They're great for your upper body. Another great upper body exercise with minimal equipment at your house is a dip on a chair, a couch, or a bench, where you're taking whatever you have and you're using your palms on the bench. You're getting your body out from over the bench on the heels, and you're dropping your body down and up. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. Inhale, exhale. However, a note of caution with chair dips: if you have shoulder problems, especially if you have flexibility issues and have a hard time internally rotating the shoulder. These exercises are ill-advised. Stay away from chair dips if you have shoulder problems. And that goes for push-ups as well. If indeed you're having challenges with your shoulders, the best variations are to do them on the wall, as we discussed before, or to eliminate push-ups and dips altogether and perform planks, which I'm going to move into next. Planks are a great entryway into push-ups because it teaches you the right postures needed for push-up mechanics. So if you're having trouble with any of the push-up variations, start with classic planks. And here's the thing about planks. Most people perform them for a long period of time versus performing them with real good execution. And what I don't like to see is individuals just coming down here and merely hanging out for several minutes. Even though that's popular, what I like to see is, for my students, I want them to come into a plank position and to really assume a strong posture and hold them for about 10 seconds where you're flexing and tightening every muscle in your body. I should be squeezing my fists, tightening my thighs, squeezing my rear end, engaging the muscles of my back. And I'm trying to tense my body very hard for 10 seconds. If you can tense your body very hard and hold longer than 10 seconds, you're not squeezing hard enough. So try that as a breakup from your daily plank routine where you might hold them for longer times. Really challenge yourself by tightening your body up. So again, I'm here, my arms are shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart.